From crazy no-look shots to actually shooting the lights out.
Is turn the power off when the Warriors have the ball.
These are the craziest one-in-a-million moments in NBA history. Brandon Ingram had a rough stretch shooting from three during the 2021-22 season, finishing the year at a 32.7% clip. Despite this, he had one of the craziest shots in league history in a game against the Denver Nuggets. With 4.8 seconds left in the first half, Ingram caught the inbound, lost his dribble after being swarmed by two Nuggets defenders, leading him to throw up a no-look prayer at the buzzer from half court. Even Ingram looked shocked when he saw the shot go in and went back to the locker room laughing with his teammates.
That's being new to this situation.
Randall will get it back. And at the buzzer. Oh, unbelievable!
Up next is one of the most insane scoring stretches ever seen. With around 35 seconds left in the game and the Houston Rockets down by 12 to the San Antonio Spurs, everyone thought the game was over. Well, everyone besides Tracy McGrady. He started off the comeback with a contested three. After the Spurs made both free throws, T-Mac hit and converted a leaning and 1-3 after being fouled by Tim Duncan. San Antonio once again hit both free throws, but McGrady hit another leaning three. On the final play, Houston forced a turnover on the inbound, where McGrady would seal the game with yet another three-point shot, solidifying his now iconic 13 points in 35 seconds moment. While Tyler Hero has made big improvements to his passing since entering the league, even the NBA's best facilitators couldn't have made this play if they tried. In an attempt to throw a half-court alley-oop to Jimmy Butler, Hero unintentionally drained the shot, giving the Heat an unexpected 3 points.
Heat's all-time leading rebound. Oh, that was over the head of it went in! Unbelievable that it rattled in and went in. Jimmy can't believe it either.
Steven Adams is one of the few players in the league with only one made three-pointer in their career. However, the only three that he hit was one to remember. With 2 seconds left in the first half, off a pass from Chris Paul, Adams instantly hurled the ball one hand over the shoulder towards the hoop.
Now no fouls. It'll be Steven Adams.
They give Steven Adams some...
And wow! The one-hander from half court.
Wow!
With the precision of Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes, Adam was spot on, cashing in the three to beat the buzzer before being swarmed by his teammates. Now we go from a player who has made 1-3 to the man who has made the most in NBA history. Countless announcers have made the call of Stephen Curry shooting the lights out, but it has only actually happened once. In a game between the New Orleans Pelicans and Golden State Warriors, the Pelicans staff thought up a new way of shutting down the baby-faced assassin.
Here comes Steph. These scattered situations. He shot the lights out. The Pelicans trying to turn. That's a different way to defend Curry right there, is turn the power off when the Warriors have the ball.
While this may be the only way to stop Curry from deep, there is still a good chance that he would have made the shot even with the lights out. Dwight Howard proved that he embodied the nickname of Superman on this play. Just minutes into an Eastern Conference Finals matchup against the Cleveland Cavaliers, Howard pulled in a rebound and followed it up with a thunderous dunk that brought down the shot clock.
Lee not able to hit, but Dwight Howard is right there.
He just pulled down the shot clock. Just what we need here is a delay.
Talk about super strength. We have all heard countless times announcers talk about players being on fire, but very rarely does the arena actually catch fire. However, this would happen in a game between the Seattle Supersonics and Golden State Warriors. A light in the Jumbotron would catch on fire, but firefighters were able to extinguish the flame and remove the light before anyone could get hurt. Steven Adams was not the only big man who made an impossible shot for the only made three-pointer of their career. During his time with the Orlando Magic, Shaquille O'Neal hit a crazy three from well beyond the arc as the game clock expired. Lucky for Shaq, the bank was open that day and he was able to hit this crazy shot. In baseball, one of the first things you learn is to always keep your eye on the ball. The same cannot be said for basketball. Joe Harris and Blake Griffin found this out the hard way. After a no-look pass from Harris, both Nets players would look to the corner while jogging to their respective spots. However, They did not see each other coming and would have a rough collision. Talk about a knockout.
Extra feet, oh wow. 2 nets go down, Harris and Griffin, and both might be dazed.
While that last play was embarrassing, what is even worse is a player being knocked to the floor due to a piece of fabric. All Jordan Poole had to do was get the ball past half court and the Spurs would send him to the free throw line. Poole was being hounded by a Spurs defender and, in the moment, was able to pull off his shooting sleeve. In the process, he got the sleeve stuck on his hand and, in a frantic attempt to get it off, flung it to the floor, then proceeded to slip on it. In Poole's defense, at least he got the foul call. In this next clip, the Los Angeles Clippers could not have found themselves in a better spot. With only 3 seconds left, they were inbounding the ball close to their basket in a perfect position to score. After Chris Paul missed an off-balance floater, big man DeAndre Jordan came up with the rebound with no one around him.
He's right by the rim. All he has to do is put it in because the shot.
Wide open for an easy layup. The only problem is that Jordan did not shoot the ball even with Paul screaming in his face. I think the announcer spoke for all Clippers fans when he said, "DJ, shoot the ball." The only thing that would be worse than DeAndre Jordan's moment would be if the same thing happened in the NBA Finals game. This is exactly what would happen to J.R. Smith in the 2018 NBA Finals. The game was even, 107-107 between the Cleveland Cavaliers and Golden State Warriors. After a missed free throw from George Hill, J.R. Smith came up with a clutch rebound right by the basket, but would go on to do the unthinkable. Instead of going for the win with an easy layup before the buzzer, he would dribble the ball out to the three-point line and let the clock run out. In JR's defense, he probably thought they had the lead.
Hill misses. Rebound goes to the Cavs. J.R. Smith brings it back out. Throws it to Hill. Hill shot blocked.
But hey, while this was one of the biggest mistakes of all time, it did give us one of the most iconic photos in NBA history, with LeBron pointing Smith to the hoop. This next play is one of the funniest moments that we will likely never see again. In a game between the Phoenix Suns and Boston Celtics, Tyler Ulis and Isaiah Thomas would get tied up in a play that led to a jump ball. The interesting thing about this is that it would end up being the shortest jump ball in NBA history, with Thomas standing at 5'9" and Ulis not having him beat by much at 5'10". Despite their size, both had a solid amount of bounce, but Thomas would end up winning the jump ball. Moving on from the shortest jump ball of all time, we're taking a look at one of the most lopsided jump balls ever. This matchup took place in a game between the New Orleans Pelicans and Golden State Warriors. This play featured a 6'2" Gary Payton II taking on a 7' Jonas Valanciunas. But the craziest thing about this is that Payton II was the player who ended up coming out on top, winning the jump ball.
Vertical.
Look at Peyton trying to move his hand.
And Peyton won it. GP2, Young Glove.
He was excited about that one too.
Talk about a true David and Goliath situation. Kawhi Leonard, aka The Claw, is one of the greatest defenders in NBA history. However, this impossible play may be the best of his career on the defensive end. In Game 3 of the Western Conference semifinals, the Los Angeles Clippers took on the Denver Nuggets. At this time, Jamal Murray was on an absolute tear and playing like one of the biggest scoring talents the league had to offer. However, Kawhi would make an otherworldly play.
Shot clock at 9. Murray takes it and tried to jam and was rejected at the rim. It was almost saved by Beverly. Kawhi Leonard is doing it all. My goodness.
Yeah, you saw that right. He blocked a dunk attempt with just one finger. The claw? More like the finger.